Week 1 of the NFL season. Bengals versus Browns in Cleveland. Guys, today we have the start of our franchise series of going through the Bengals 2025 season. Now, keep in mind, there are two players not in this game and won't be in this season or this series in general, and that's Shamar Stewart and Trey Hendrickson. Sadly, both of those players are currently not, well, one's on our team, but one is refusing to play and said he's going to be out for the whole season, and the other one has refused to sign his contract yet. So I'm doing this as if we don't have these guys because there's a good chance that Shamar Stewart stays out of football for a year and then enters the draft next year. Trey Hendrickson, he might just sit out this year. So I have to kind of go based on that simple fact as T. Higgins gets hurt early in this game and is going to the tunnel. Hopefully he can return later because that's definitely a huge L on our part here. Nonetheless, though, we still have a very tough game in front of us as we are playing the Cleveland Brownies, who defensively looks like an absolute menace. Now, they're going to be starting Shedeur Sanders in this game. Of course, we'll see if he ends up being the starter in real life, but he is going to be the starter in this game. So far, the Bengals offense going right down the field on this Brownies defense, really picking them apart. As right there, Jermaine Burton drops a very questionable catch. Very questionable attempt of a catch right there. Not trying to say he's not trying. I'm saying, that was actually a hard catch. That's what I meant to say. As right here is caught by Jamar Chase, which will put up first and goal for the Bengals as Mike Gesicki is going to be in motion here. Joe looking to the left-hand side, caught by Mike Gesicki, but that's only going to gain about 1 yard. Next play later, it's a play action caught. This time by Yoshi down to the 2-yard line. Next play later, Joe Burrow is going to take off running and get the first touchdown of the season with his legs. As right there we have CBS Sports touchdown celebration. First down 10 now for the Cleveland Brownies, down by 7. Shedeur Sanders in shotgun here. Pass play looking, throws to the right-hand side and is caught, and a missed tackle will take them down to the 49-yard line. That was caught by Deontay Johnson. Yes, ex-Baltimore Raven, ex-Houston Texan, made a great play right there as I believe it was the 4th-round draft pick, Judkins, goes ahead and has a humongous run right there. So, looks like Judkins got the starting job in Cleveland. And let's see if that's going to be a big problem for the Bengals today, as without, their top two players, well, I guess, 1st-round draft pick and Trey Hendrickson, how are they going to be able to shut down the run and get to the quarterback? That's going to be a good question today. As right there, the pass is offline as Moma Jagmita was in coverage. 3rd down and 9 here at the 15-yard line. Shedeur Sanders all day to throw it, and he is again just offline with the wide receiver. That will end up with a field goal by Cleveland, making the score 7-3. Cincinnati now taking over at the 27-yard line. Pass play is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Mike Gesicki. Should see a lot of passes thrown to Mike Gesicki today as he is becoming like the number 3 target for Joe Burrow. As right here, it's going to be another pass play and a broken sack, and then he does end up getting sacked by none other than Myles Garrett. He breaks a sack from Mason Graham, the rookie, and then gets sacked by Myles Garrett. Run play up here by Ford. It's going to be another run play to the right-hand side here. This one by Judkins. And Judkins is going to absolutely destroy this Bengals defense so far. So definitely a huge issue from last year was this Bengals defense. We'll see how Al Golden does this upcoming season with this said defense, because last year was very, very embarrassing. I'll say it like that. As David Njoku catches the ball to the left-hand side there, brings up 3rd down and 7 here for Shedeur Sanders in shotgun. So far today, we've seen all of his passes have been in shotgun, which is not too surprising for a rookie quarterback. Gives you just that extra split second to be, get some more time to make a decision as Joe is sacked yet again. This offensive line definitely not helping out Joe at all, and he is sacked back to back. That will be 3 for the day as the former second-round pick from last year, Hall, gets the quarterback. Right here, Judkins up the middle for 8 yards will put Cleveland in Cincinnati territory as they're going to get another first down here with Jacoby Ford, and that's going to be a penalty flag looking like it's going to be on TJ Slayton for offsides. Brand new Cincinnati Bengals acquisition this offseason. TJ Slayton making a mistake right there. As right here we have a sack for Joseph Asai. Crazy great play takes us to the second quarter here. As right here, Barrett Carter is in the face of Shedeur Sanders. And it looks like we have another injury to look at. And this one is going to be Jenkins, the right tackle for the Cleveland Brownies. Play action pass here. Shedeur under pressure. And he's going to feel that pressure. As, of course, none other than Carter, the fourth round draft pick for the Cincinnati Bengals, gets to the quarterback. Love to see him getting some plays early in this game, as that's going to be his first sack of his career, which he almost got a sack a couple plays before that. So, shout out to him for that. Nonetheless, though, 3rd down and 1 here. Pass play left-hand side is dropped in and out of the hands of Yoshi. As right there, it's going to be Cleveland's football yet again here. 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard run. David Njoku out to the outside. Now going into the backfield here, and it's going to be another run play for Judkins as he gets 0 on the play. Tackle made by Joseph Asai. Shedeur Sanders, pass left-hand side is caught, and that is Jerry Jeudy making the reception and the first down on the play as another short pass here. This one to David Njoku, so a lot to the tight end today. Tight end on both sides is really cooking, it looks like. 3rd down and 9 after a 1-yard run. It's going to be a pass play here and wide open. Absolutely booty butthole naked for Deontay Johnson. So another really good play for Deontay there. 2nd and goal. Shedeur runs and he throws, and that's a touchdown, Brownies. As that's going to give Cleveland the lead 10-7, as Shedeur looked like he was going to run, but threaded the needle right beside Jordan Battle and DJ Turner. Now 1st down and 10, 2nd quarter, 9:22 to go. And it's going to be a shotgun play for Joe Burrow. Looking, throws, incomplete, intended for Jermaine Burton. So far today, Jermaine Burton and Joe Burrow simply not on the same page, as Joe is hit as he throws it. Incomplete, intended for Mike Gesicki. 3rd down and 10. Another pressure here, and Joe's just going to run it himself, picking up the first down and some. Joe Burrow showing some wheels right there as he's hit yet again. So far today, he has been hit like 35 times, it feels like. And another sack for the Brownies defense. That will be 4 today. Joe in shotgun here, looking, 3rd and 20, all day to throw it. He goes deep, and he has Chase, but Chase in double coverage, and Joe kind of underthrew that ball, low-key. Run play up the middle will be a 1-yard run for Judkins. Now bringing up 2nd down and 9. It's going to be a pass to left-hand side, incomplete. 10 for Deontay Johnson. Shedeur attempts to take off running, then just throws the ball away, which will be another punt for the Brownies. Pass across the middle is caught by Jamar Chase, who so far has been very quiet today. 2nd down and 3 now with Chase in the backfield. It's going to be a quick pass to the left-hand side, and that is caught by Yoshi. Now 3rd down and 3, pass play down the field, and that is caught by Jermaine Burton. Former 3rd-round draft pick from Bama, as Chase Brown, former 5th-round pick, is going to run the ball straight up the middle. So far, now in Cleveland territory, it's going to be a pass play in and out of the hands of Chase right there. Third down and 9, and it's going to be a pass play here, looking all day to throw it. Completes it to Jermaine Burton, and that'll be 4th and 2. Bengals go for it. Throw, caught. Mike Gesicki, first down and... Actually, no, Yoshi, excuse me. Yoshi, first down and some. As now it's first down and 10 at the 32-yard line. Run play up the middle. Chase Brown. Great run right there, 8 yards. Now bringing up second down and 2. Pass play here. Blitz picked up in and out of the hands of Jamar Chase yet again. Third down and 2 now for the Bengals. It's going to go ahead and be shotgun pass here, looking all day to throw it. Completes it to Yoshi, and that's Yoshi down to around the 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6 now. 2-minute warning. Pass caught. Touchdown. Chase Brown. Just like that, Cincinnati takes the lead yet again in this game. Now 14-10. But let's see what the Cleveland Brownies have up their sleeve as Shedeur gets absolutely mollywopped. Second down and 16 here. Play action pass. Hit as he throws it and could have been intercepted. That was Barrett Carter who tipped the pass, and very lucky for him, he did not throw an interception right here. First down and 10 here. Pass across the middle is caught by Mike Gesicki, but he gets flipped on top of himself. Pass play down the field caught by, again, Mike Gesicki, as they do have one timeout left and 40 seconds in counting. All day to throws it, and incomplete, in and out of the hands of Chase Brown. Pass play here is going to go ahead and be across the middle, incomplete, but there is a flag on the play, and that flag is going to be roughing the passer on the Brownies. So far, as I said today, they have been hitting Joe left, right, and center, as Jermaine Burton gets down to the 7-yard line. Crazy great play right there by Jermaine Burton. No timeouts left for the Cincinnati Bengals. Throw a pass to the left-hand side, caught by Yoshi, but he doesn't get out of bounds. Cannot get out of bounds, and they're going to run out of clock. So they're not able to score before halftime as they let the clock run out by accident. Definitely a mistake they're going to wish they had back later. As right now, currently, Pittsburgh is beating the Jets 10-7. Not bad. Next game we have here is Dolphins-Colts, as currently the Colts are losing to the Dolphins 21-3. Anthony Richardson is the starting quarterback, not Danny Dimes, and don't know how much longer that's going to last. Raiders with Geno Smith are playing the New England Patriots, and it's going to be Patriots up 10-3. So now getting back into all ball game. Cincinnati leads at half, 14-10. Starting off the second half will be the Cleveland Brownies with the football, as right there, again, another risky pass. I will say, so far today, Shedeur Sanders has looked very, very good, but he has thrown some very risky passes, and I will say that a lot of drops by the Cincinnati Bengals defense has really kept him in a very positive spot. I'm not trying to take shots at Shedeur Sanders here, but definitely not the greatest situation in some cases. As right there, of course, that's the 5th sack today for the Cleveland Brownies. As 3rd and 16, Yoshi catches the ball across the middle, brings up 4th and 7, and they will punt. Now Brownies down by 4 points in this third quarter. Second down and 4 here. It's going to be a run play by Cedric Tillman, and Cedric Tillman's going to get a humongous run, and let me make sure that's actually Cedric Tillman. Yeah, I think so. I believe that's Cedric Tillman. Okay, listen, I'm not a Browns fan. Let me make sure the numbers are correct here. I believe 19 is Cedric Tillman. Anyway, it's 2nd and 4 now at the 14-yard line for the Brownies as they run the ball straight up the middle here. Let's see what our next play is. 3rd down and 2. Pass play is caught by Jerry Jeudy, and that's a touchdown. Awful tackling will lead to that being a touchdown. Sadly, yeah, 19 is Cedric Tillman, 16 is Deontay Johnson. Caden Davis is 89. Okay, I was right. 19 is Cedric Tillman. Jamar Chase catches the ball across the middle here. Browns now lead 17-14 on the Cincinnati Bengals. Second down and 3, run plays to the right-hand side is going to be a first down. Chase Brown. Toss play here for Chase Brown. Gets to the outside, and he gains around 4 yards. Second down and 6 now for the Bengals. Toss play again to Chase Brown. Let's go to the other side. They gain 1 yard going to the other side. Mike Gesicki in motion. Pass play here for Joe. Looking, throws, caught by Mike Gesicki. That's a first down into Cleveland territory. First down and 10 now at the 44-yard line. Run play by Chase Brown. Gets down to around the 41-yard line. Mark him down at the 41 right here. Empty base set for Joe Burrow. Throws, pass, caught Jamar Chase yet again. So it looks like T. Higgins is officially ruled out for the game. Sadly, first game of the season, and he lasted all of 6 plays. Yeah, that hurts. As right there, threading the needle to our boy, Mike Gesicki. Gotta love him. So definitely news you do not want to hear if you're the Bengals here is no T. Higgins the rest of the game, as he is nursing a rib injury after, again, 4 or 5 plays of the game. Third down and 8 here. Play action pass looking. Jamar Chase was open. And Joe Burrow is going to take his 6th sack of the game. Definitely would like to have seen him, drop it off there to Jamar Chase. Potentially, as Logan Wilson is going to get a sack right here, bringing up second down to 19. Humongous way to start off this drive. Next play later, run play by Judkins to the left-hand side, and he is going. That's going to be an 80-yard touchdown run for Judkins. And just like that, Judkins has the Brownies even more on top here, as that's going to give them now a 24-17 lead over the Bengals here, as Judkins got the 80-yard touchdown run. Second down and 2 now at the 40-yard line. Pass play across the middle, caught. And that is caught by Jermaine Burton, former third-round pick Alabama wide receiver. So far today, looking a lot better in the second half than he did in the first half, as it's an 8-yard catch by Yoshi across the middle, run play up the middle, and Chase Brown barely getting that first down right there. First down and 10 here, Joe under pressure, and that screen pass blown up within seconds. Now another run play will take us to the end of the third quarter here, going into the fourth quarter now. Third down and 9, under pressure, incomplete. Now fourth down and 9, they will punt the ball, giving it back to the Brownies. Judkins up the middle for a 5-yard gain right there, bringing up second down and 5 now for the Brownies. Another run play for Judkins, and he gets to the right-hand side, will bring up around 2 yards. He now officially has 144 yards for the day, as Joseph Asai would have had a pick 6 right there if he was just turned around. Jamar Chase in the backfield, which is what we have seen of him really a lot today so far. They've been utilizing him a lot in the backfield as pretty much a running back receiver, pretty much, which so far has worked with some merit. Third down and 14 here. Pass play down the field, and it's dropped. Newsome in coverage, and the Bengals will have to punt yet again. First down and 10 here. Shador looking incomplete. Logan Wilson in coverage. Now second down and 10. Run play up the middle, and Judkins breaking some tackles. Gets a gain of 5. Other than 5 here. Shador Sanders looks, runs, and he picks up a first down and some. Love to see the kid slide right there. Definitely take unnecessary hits right there. Probably not the smartest. Second down and 10 now. Shador Sanders in shotgun. Looks, throws, caught. And that's going to be a gain of 1 yard. Third down and 9 here for Shador Sanders. Pass play across the middle, and that is caught in coverage by Jerry Jeudy. Judkins back with the run yet again now, as Cleveland does lead by 7. So definitely a situation where you don't. Got to be careful here. You don't want them to take more of a lead. So now third down and 6, and he is sacked by Moma Jugmita. Right there on the play. Humongous play by Moma, as that now keeps them from scoring any points and keeps the game a 7-point ball game. Second down and 4 here for the Bengals. Pass across the middle is caught, and that is another first down by Jamar Chase. Cincinnati, again, so far has been struggling greatly in this second half on offense. Defensively, they've had some woes, but they have been playing pretty good. As right there, just a complete mistake. Jamar Chase was wide open and bounces off of him. As right there, another incompletion by Yoshi. This Browns defense today has been absolutely lights out as Mike Gesicki tries to go up and catch the ball there, but he's going to fail, and that's another 3 and out. And I think that's a really good indication today of this, Bengals offense is 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. But a lot of it is because the Browns defense is simply that good, which we do know this year they're going to be an absolute problem. 2nd and 6 here, run by Judkins, the right-hand side. There will be an injury timeout as Ethan Pollock, center of the Cleveland Brownies, is going to be leaving this game with an injury. So definitely, not the greatest there. As again, another sack on Shedeur Sanders as Joseph Asai making the play right there. So gotta love it to see another really key sack in a very critical situation. 1st down 10 now, 4:50 to go in this ball game. I don't know how many more times Cincinnati's going to be able to get the ball back and potentially, do something with it, as they have punted the ball every single possession over the last couple attempts. I mean, it's been really, really bad for this offense so far, as another pass thrown away. 3rd down and 10 now for Joe Burrow, looking all day to throws it, and he throws the left-hand side, but he's short. They're going to have to punt it yet again. So another punt will now bring up Shedeur Sanders running the ball himself on a read option. He'll pick up 8 yards on the play. Now 2nd down and 2, it's going to be a run play for Judkins, and there's going to be a penalty flag on the play. Could be huge for Cincinnati, as this is going to be a holding call against the Brownies, which will bring up 2nd down and 12 and negate that run right there by the Brownies. Next play later, and we have a safety. No! Almost a safety, but they couldn't take him down. Humongous mistake right there, as they do get the sack next play later by Myles Murphy, but they do not get the sack. That could have been a safety in a free 2 points. 1st down and 10 here, though. It's going to go ahead and be a pass play. Now with 2:14 to go, there is no more time or room for mistakes. You're not going to be able to punt the ball yet again. You're going to have to go down and score a touchdown if you're Cincinnati here. 3rd down and 6, pass play down the middle is caught by Jamar Chase. Now with 2 minutes to go in counting in the 4th quarter, scores 24-17. It's going to be a pass play here, caught across the middle for Yoshi, and that's going to be bound for a 9-yard catch. 2nd down and 1 here. Pass play again, back to Yoshi, and another 1st down in the Cleveland territory at the 18-yard line. It's going to be 1st down 10, Joe Burrow in shotgun. Pass play incomplete. It's headed for Jermaine Burton as he gets hit on the play. Next play later, caught by Yoshi, and Yoshi could have got a touchdown, but it looked like he purposely went down the 1-yard line. I'm not sure about that. You can watch that back, but that looked like he purposely went down the 1-yard line to run the clock a little bit, because a couple plays later, touchdown Mike Gesicki, and you already know Coach Taylor out here with some big balls, as he is going to be going for 2 at the end of this game. So, not trying to go to overtime, not trying to give a chance left. He is going to be going for 2 in this situation to win this ball game. 12 seconds left. You don't get this, you lose this. And we do go for it, and it's going to be caught by Yoshi. And that's the 2-point conversion. It will give Cincinnati a 1-point lead with 12 seconds to play in this ball game. As definitely a very ballsy call by Zach Taylor, as that's going to make this a 1-point ball game. So, shout out to Yoshi, but let's see if Shedeur Sanders can do anything here, as he is going to be under pressure, and he is brought down by TJ Slayton. Now bringing up 2nd down and 22 with 7 seconds left, and this might be all she wrote, as Shedeur is going to launch the ball here, but it's incomplete. and that is ball game. Cincinnati will hold on and actually not hold on. They will win the game 25-24. What a crazy way to end that game. I'll be honest with you. Was not expecting the way to end that game right there, but shout out to the boys for getting the job done. We are going to be looking at stats here in a second as we just kind of... I'm still amazed that they went for 2. I'll be honest with you. I am still amazed. And my takeaway from this game is definitely sucks not having, Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart. But I think we still did a pretty good job, and neither of those guys would have helped out our offense. And I think our biggest issue today was really just protecting Joe Burrow, giving him time to throw the ball. And yeah, and also losing T. Higgins very early in this game really sucked badly. We'll see after this game. We'll see next week, actually, how long T is out for. I hope he's not out for long because we really can't afford to have him out for that long. Hopefully not, but I guess we'll find out as time goes on. With that being said, shout out to Barrett Carter today. Rookie just absolutely out of his mind today, playing great football. Gotta love it. Really need someone, to step up, and he stepped up so far. And shout out to Shador. I mean, definitely not the greatest day. Judkins was an absolute missile, and I definitely don't like playing Judkins. I'll tell you that right now. Judkins is going to be a really good player for a very long time. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.